Hi guys, welcome to the channel. And today we're going to be working on a C7 Corvette exhaust tips. If you love your C7 but you hate your exhaust tips, well, this video is for you. So my tips used to look like this, but now they look like this. I was going to cut them and put aftermarket ones, so I decided to give them a try before I did that, and they came out pretty amazing. Also, I used a countersink bit on a little 90-degree adapter on my drill to make the little holes bigger, and I think they came out pretty amazing. So I did try different products until I found polishing compound, and the one that comes kind of like in a clay with a little rubbing compound wheel on a drill, and that turned out to be the best. I did have to do a little bit of SOS pad cleaning because mine were pretty much abandoned for many months. So, I took the liberty that the bumper was off, and I was able to clean the exterior of the pipe plus the inside, and they came out absolutely amazing. The only bad thing about the C7 Corvette tips is that you have to maintain them all the time, because all that chrome shows all the time, so any of that exhaust is always showing, so you have to clean them all the time, and they will turn a little dark. So you do have to polish it, like probably once a month or so. That's just pretty much the nature of the chrome tips. So, if you don't like the chrome and you want to paint them black, that's more power to you. I kind of like the chrome. I kept my silver wheels, and it has a couple little chrome details on the car. So that's the route that I kept, that kept the car. But I'm super excited with my tips. The end result was fantastic. So I'll show you what I did and the little details, and you can do it to your C7 Corvette tips. And I think you're gonna like it. I kind of like mine, so that's why I kept them. And that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like and follow. Got great videos, got some affiliate links below to help out the channel. Can't grow without your support. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So this is the what I used. I started, with a Dremel, using. I didn't actually use this one, but the smaller buffing pad, as you can tell the difference from the Dremel to the regular size, or the bigger one. This one I had it already, so I don't remember where I bought this from. This is like a little SOS pad you can put on the drill. This is actually the compound, the gray. You could get this at Harbor Freight online. I put the links below. I ended up using this one. Worked really nice. The heavy duty polish from Chemical Guys, or you could use any metal polish. This one wasn't strong enough. This is for light use, so mine's are in really bad condition. This one, like I said, this is for light condition, so this is not gonna bring it back to that nice shine. This is the one that I used that you saw in the video. It's not for that, it's for actually a screwdriver. This is the one that I was talking about, the DeWalt one, which is really nice. And then this is the tip, and you don't want to get the one that's too big. You want to get the smaller one because it fits in the little holes. Snap it in, and this is a great tool. I'll put the link below. You could actually use it like this with a drill, put the drill on it, or you could actually change this. So if you need it for longer areas, not just this area here, and it's got the flexible tip. So awesome tool to have for little crevices and things like that. So that's pretty much what I use, guys. So let's get to it. So as you can see, these puppies are pretty rough looking. Alright, guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the pipe outside, inside. So you're going to grab a little, rag, some thinner or acetone, give it a nice cleanup. So I'm going to take anything excess off of it, dirt, sand. So first of all, look how much nicer it looks. Look at all that stuff that's on it. Looking pretty shabby there. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my little, my little Brillo pad, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean the inside. A little bit of it, because it's got that black smoke. I want it to look nice. So I ended up buying It's like a little, same thing, but in a little thing that you could put on the Dremel. But I don't think it's that bad. So I'm gonna get in as much as possible. That way you can see the sucker. This is the reason why I bought this, because it kind of fits in here pretty much, you know, perfectly. All right, so I'm gonna shake the product. All right. Get it in there. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Nice. Then we can see what I'm talking about, what I'm smiling about. Oh, much nicer. So this one is not finished. Pretty. Much nicer. Still got a little bit more to go. You know, because see how black that is? This is starting to get silver. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more and go from there. All right, so I have a little tiny one for the Dremel. I found this one here, so I could do the inside of it. So I don't have to do the outside too much, even though the outside looks a little brighter. But I'm gonna give it one more whack inside, because it's got a little bit of stuff in there, so just see what it does with the... Oh, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Very nice, guys. This thing looks awesome. All right, so I'm gonna jump to the next one. Sweet. Perfect. All right. Much better. All right, so the second pass of this. Alright, so I'm looking broken. Alright, 2 down. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did in total. So I did start a different way. So I wanted, to finish the right way. So I went out and bought the stuff. I should have bought the stuff before, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to make him this pretty or leave him kind of stainless steel. So I got a little carried away, and you know how it goes. So what I'm doing here, inside here, like some of these have a little bit of a countersink. So this is how I did it. One of these guys, you could pick these up at the Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm sure they have different brands, but this is the one that I'm using because the one that I have is thicker. So the tip itself is too wide, and I'm having a hard time making these a little bit wider. So the reason I'm doing this, if you can see here, cleaning up the inside and making them bigger so you can see them from further, a little bit further away, so you can see more detail. And I love these little, these little holes. They look pretty nice. I don't know if you can see the ones that don't have it, like I did these here, a couple here, and I haven't really done any other ones except for these here. And I have one of these laying around, these little adapters, so it could go inside here, with a tip, and then you hook it up, to your drill. So it's very simple. Put it in here, and they're not designed for super high speed. This particular one is for an actual screwdriver set that I have there for many years. So that's where we're at on that. And then you put the little tip in here, and you go at it, and then gently make sure when you're going slow, you don't scratch, any of the nice finished surface. And what I ended up doing was I did the polish before I did the holes, because what happens when you put the holes, you kind of make it sharp. So then you will have to go back with one of these or a little sandpaper, real thin sandpaper, to kind of kill those sharp edges. Because if not, whatever buffing wheel you stick in there, you're gonna kill it. So make it nice, make it pretty, So obviously you're gonna take a little rag, and this is what my little wheel looked like when I was done. I cleaned it up a little bit so it could last me a little longer. Like I said, they're a couple bucks, so they're not very expensive. And then just come here and like that, and you're good to go. Obviously you have to put a little bit of whatever polish you use, but definitely I recommend. Oh yeah, this was nicer than the one I have. Alright, so let's vacuum this sucker. It's gonna be loud. Alright. So I didn't do obviously all the ones on the top. There's no need for that. So, you know, having, see, as close as I could get. But yeah, that's just really, really nice. I'm loving it. So that's without it, with it. Alright guys, so all the holes are done. You can see them much further away. So yeah, I had to, my little tool kept on getting hot. I put a little WD-40 on it because it's dry inside. I said this is for a screwdriver. So if you're gonna attempt it, it was getting so hot I could barely touch it. So I put a little WD-40 in there, so I made a mess. But at least I finished the job, you know. So it's back to being a screwdriver again. So thank you for that. All right, so I'm loving it. It looks like one of those like old machine guns, you know, with the little holes in it. So I'm super stoked about the exhaust. Alright, I wish they would come out a little bit more, but you know, they're still a little bit uneven. I think this one's a little lower, but it's a common issue with these pipes from GM. I don't know why, since maybe they're welded in different places, who knows. But I'm gonna go ahead and buff it a little bit. I scratched it a little bit. There's some little surface scratches. I'm gonna give it a, so you can see what I, you know, with the new buffing pad, how I did it, and should be okay. Oh boy. God, I wish I had a lift. We're gonna use the chemical guys, and I'm not gonna go inside because I have a feeling that if I do it inside, then all the paste is gonna get inside the holes, and it's nice and clean right now, so I don't feel like putting a little brush in there. So I'm just gonna do the outside trim. All right, here we go. I mean, it is an exhaust, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it looks pretty decent to me. Looks good enough to eat. Alright, fellas and fellowettes, I think I am finito on this journey. Alright, so let's get a little close up here. Alright, stop. You know, I am missing the bumper, of course, because you know I'm working on this car. But super happy. Can't wait to finish this car. Be able to, you know, take it outside and enjoy this gorgeous exhaust. I'm telling you, it puts a smile on my face. Just the details. So, you know, I'm trying to grow the channel, so really appreciate you subscribe. We got a lot of things coming with this car and a couple other cars. I've got videos there I haven't even been able to touch. But great things coming. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. I mean, I'm always open. I try to respond to everything as soon as possible. but super happy with it, and everything will be below. All right, thanks. Enjoy.